Hey Maddox, how are you?
I'm good.
Happy Saturday. Well, I'm really excited to talk to you and see what it's been like to learn coding and to be making your video game the past several months. Before we get started, why don't you tell me a little bit more about yourself?
I'm Maddox, and I like to read, draw, and play video games, and I've been really into coding. Also, I've
So, what
enjoyed
do you
that.
like about coding?
I just love creating something.
Mhm.
It's just really fun to have your idea and then just put it on a screen. It's really cool.
Yeah. So, what's been your favorite project to create with coding?
Um, this one was really fun. Uh, but I like the HTML one as well. But I enjoyed creating my own website.
What was your website about?
It was about we had this whole shop, and it was this Amazon thing, but it was only for nerds kind of. It was just like
Nice.
weird stuff.
Cool. So tell me what it's like to work with the mentors. What's that experience like?
It's really fun. I love having sharing interest with them and
Mhm.
having a lot of relatable stuff. It's great.
Cool. So you've been with Bold Idea when we're in person in the room together. And now for the past month, we've been online. So how's that different? And what's this online experience like?
Well, the online is, I mean, it's good that you can have the whole week and have the whole all planned and you can work on other days, but I kind of uh being with the mentors, and it's fun
Yeah,
to communicate more with them and actually engage in the coding.
yeah, for sure. Well, I'd love to see your recent video game project. So if you want to share your screen, maybe walk through the code and what you made. I love that.
Sure. Okay. So here's my code, and yeah,
So what coding language is this?
this is Python.
Okay,
And we're running this on Thani, which
okay.
is um, and so this all is making the game that I have coded, and it's this right here. Well, oh my gosh,
It's got some sound effects.
yeah. Well, it's mostly better when I do it like this. You can run it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've got to hit the paddle and then knock out those bricks.
hmm Um, yeah, it was really fun to make this.
So what was the most challenging part and how did you work through that?
So the most challenging part was right, where was it? It was it was right here. This was the most challenging part. I indented it wrong, and so it was it was still indented, but it was one space more, and it was when I ran the thing, it was just a black screen. And so it took a while. I asked the mentors, and they said you got some indents wrong, and I went all over the place. But
Mhm.
then finally, it took an hour, and then I finally got to it was just I deleted one space and it was working fine. And
Oh man.
yeah.
So what do you know now that you didn't know before this project?
There was this really cool thing that I got to do, and it was I got to get one sprite, and then I got to make a row of it, and it made multiple of the same sprites in a row, and it was really cool. It was right here, the number and for rows right here. Yeah, that was really fun. I enjoyed it was cool to see one sprite turning into multiple, and then it's cool.
Very cool. So now that you're done with this project, you're going to start working on your creative game project based on anything you want to make. So what's your idea? What are you going to start working on?
So I had this idea of like a platformer game, but instead
Mhm.
of going to the right, you would go like up instead and like try and and it's gonna be like you climb up a mountain, but your main goal is to get to the top of the mountain, but collecting as much money as you can, and the game's gonna be called Mounting Money Mountain.
Oh,
So
I love it. I can't wait to play it. Um,
yeah.
so Maddox, I guess you can unshare your screen, but
Okay.
what would you tell other students your age? You're 13, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What would you tell other 13-year-olds who might be interested in learning to code or try Bold Idea?
Um, it's really fun. I like enjoyed it. It's like the people there are like so fun to like talk to and like relate, and it's a fun community. And I think like the coding it's a really cool project to do, and I enjoy it and I recommend it.
Nice. Well, I hope you stay with us through high school and keep learning as you go into college and learn. If your mom's there, I'd love to ask her a few questions.
Yeah. Oh, you get the chairs.
Oh, we're
Okay.
trading chairs.
I guess
Hey,
we're
Allison.
musical chairs. Hi.
Hey. So I've been talking to Maddox about his experience learning to code with Bold Idea. How have you seen him benefit from Bold Idea?
Well, he's always had an interest in technology and creativity, anything creative. And it's kind of meshing those two worlds together. And he absolutely loves it. He said he's done a Bold Idea for about 9 months now. And he says, this is what I want to do, Mom. This is my future. And I love that he's getting to kind of get a jump start on a possible career for the future. I think that is the future. So, and the other thing too, he's not into sports so much. He is active at school. He does tennis, but he told me, Mom, this is my sport. This is what I want to do.
Yeah.
So.
Well, what would you tell other parents who are considering computer science or Bold Idea for their own kids?
Do it. We have been very pleased with the program. I mean, the mentors, not only do they know their stuff, but they really care about the kids and like passing their knowledge on to them. I was so impressed with the program last year when we saw there was, I think, 2 students to every mentor. I mean, it's incredible. I think Maddox had done some coding classes before Bold Idea, but it was very basic. It was like a drag and drop program, really not learning the languages and the programming. So, I mean, we've been so pleased with the Bold Idea program. Can't recommend it enough.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, we look forward again to continuing to mentor him and showing more projects that he can create. So we're there for you guys. I hope you have a good rest of your weekend. So thank you, Allison and Maddox.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. All right. I like your shirt.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Well, I'll talk to you later.